Hollywood's not fair, but neither is life, and life reflects art. Hi, I'm Nick. This is 10 Minutes with Nick, and I was watching this Seth Rogen video that makes the rounds every once in a while, popped up in my feed, and it was essentially Dear Mr. Rogen saying that Hollywood is not a fair industry. And sure, Hollywood's not a fair industry. It's not. Because a lot of it is subjective and you can be cast or not cast based on the whims of the producer. Having been a producer myself and making the whim-based decisions, I can tell you that sometimes it's not always the best actor or actress who gets the part. Sometimes it's just the right actor or actress. But producers make choices for the content that they're going to put out, that who they believe is going to be the best at the role. And best comes with some subjective measures. But let's get it straight before we get too up on our high horses in the acting world about how unfair the acting world is. Acting, like anything else, is a craft. It is a discipline. And quite honestly, you have to work at disciplines for quite a long time before you see any success in them. What else is unfair? Well, let's think about it for a second. Every other industry on the planet is unfair. I mean, why do you think the one guy made it to CEO and the other guy didn't make it to CEO? You take two people at the same stage of their career at the very beginning, and you watch one guy rocket up the charts, and you watch one guy just kind of stay where he is. And guy, gal, I'm using guy without gender definition. Guy is from, when I talk about people from Buffalo, when we say guys, we're referring to everybody. Like, it's not, don't judge me for that. Anyways, life is just unfair. It just is. Life is a combination of skill and luck. Just in general, all of it. Let's take the two best high school quarterbacks in the nation. The odds are against both of them making it to the NFL. The odds are that both of them will not make it to the NFL. The odds are that both of them won't even start in college. And they may not start in college, nothing to do with their skill at quarterback. They may not start in college because there's a 4-year senior ahead of them, or even just a sophomore ahead of them, and the coach follows a seniority rule. And then let's assume that one of them gets to the NFL. They may not be one of the best 32 quarterbacks in the league, a notoriously small league. NBA, same thing. MLB, same thing. The only difference with the MLB and the NBA is that you're not competing from players from the United States, you're competing from players around the world. Patently unfair. How is a kid from any small town supposed to succeed in that environment and in this economy? Life is unfair. It just all is. Why did I wake up this morning and someone else didn't? It's unfair. Why did this script happen to be better than the other script? It probably wasn't. Life's not fair. Why did this TV show get canceled and this one didn't get canceled? I don't know. Life's not fair. It's not fair, and that's the best thing about life. It means there's some randomness in all of it. It means there's some chance in all of it. And if there's chance negatively, it means there's chance positively. We always talk about industry as being unfair. Luck-based is probably more accurate. And the nice thing about something being luck-based is that luck happens to everyone at different points in their lives. The question is, are you ready to take advantage of it when it happens? And yes, I say the phrase take advantage of it because if you don't, when something fortunate happens in your life, if you don't grab it and get it just as stretch it for as long as you can stretch it, you're not taking advantage of it. And there are things you can do that aren't luck-based, right? If you go to the gym repeatedly, you will be healthier. You may not be, as healthy as you could be with a more programmatic plan, But if you go to the gym or exercise every single day in a systematic, programmatic way, you will get healthier. That's not luck-based. If you cut a little bit of the takeout food out of your diet and the alcohol, I'm not saying all of it, I'm just saying some of it. You cut some of it out, you will be healthier. You stop smoking, you will be healthier. I'm guilty of smoking. I don't do it enough, hopefully, to impact my health. We'll see. We'll find out in the end of the day. Those things are not luck-based. Those are choices you make every day. You cut out some of the sugar. Not all of it, but some of it. You'll be healthier. You'll be at lower risk for diabetes, all that good stuff. My point being, life is unfair for some stuff. Life is not unfair for some stuff. For the stuff where life is unfair, including Hollywood, but also including any industry on the planet, so actors, don't get on your high horse here. Where life is unfair, it simply means that you don't have control a lot of times over the outcome. And that's okay. But you know what you can control? For example, let's say in the acting industry, you can have really good headshots. You can go and take classes. And if those classes aren't getting the job done in terms of your acting, you can go find other classes. You can find people you trust to honestly assess your abilities. That's another thing to remember. All the luck in the world won't matter if you are an idiot. In every industry, you need mentors to assess your abilities and tell you, hey, you're doing great, just keep at it. Or someone to tell you, you might want to find a new industry, kid. And you have to find people who you actually trust their opinion, right? Not the people who will eventually fuel your award speech 10 years down the road. People whose opinion you actually trust to give you realistic feedback on what you're doing. Your friends cannot be those people. Your friends cannot give you really accurate feedback most of the time. Now, some of them can. Those friends you hold on to tightly, and you trust their opinion. But some people, acquaintances, I don't think I would. You can't get an honest assessment. They're probably just going to be polite. But when it comes to industry being unfair, yeah, it's unfair. Success is not always based on skill. But, being skilled helps. Success isn't always based on how you start out. But you know what? Starting strong and staying strong, it helps. Life and death isn't always based on health. But you've certainly got better odds if you are healthy. I can personally attest to a story that somebody who was healthier than they'd ever been just got caught a bad break. Still catches me in my chest every time I say it. Healthier than she'd ever been, caught a bad break. Because you know what? Life's not fair. It's just not fair. So before the actors and the actresses and the writers of the world get on their collective high horse, and I'm guilty of being on that high horse sometimes myself, so I'm really just telling myself to come down off it. Life's not fair. Acting's not fair. Welding's not fair. Success in any line of work is not fair. And that's okay. Control the things you can control. Take advantage of the luck that comes your way. And smile. Because at the end of the day, life's not that serious. There are some moments in life that are very serious, but most of life, it's not that serious. And remember the advice of my mother. And that advice is simply 2 words. Dance break. Take a dance break once in a while, everyone. Go outside, touch grass. And remember, life's not fair, but it sure is a heck of a lot of fun. That's all I got for you today. Hopefully it made sense. Hopefully it wasn't just a ramble, even though it was a ramble. But it's my ramble, and I enjoy it. Thank you to those who subscribe. I'm Nick. This is 10 Minutes with Nick. Have a great day.